The Foster Father and the Lion Cub. A heartwarming tale of survival against the odds. Imagine being abandoned by your own family and left to die alone in the wilderness. That was the harsh reality for Surga, a lioness cub found close to death by a team of conservationists. But just when all hope seemed lost, one man's determination to save her life changed both of their lives forever. Join us on this heart-wrenching but inspiring journey as we follow Surga's story of survival and the special bond she formed with her foster father, Valentin. From the moment she was found, malnourished and exposed to the harsh elements, to the day she became a fully grown lioness, we'll be there every step of the way. Don't miss this unforgettable tale of love and determination. Come along with us now. Discovery and rehabilitation. The discovery of Surga was a pivotal moment in her young life. Abandoned by her pride and left to die alone in the jungle, rescuers found her just in time, close to death from starvation and dehydration. She was found on a farm deep in the jungle, and due to the other cubs passing away, the lion pride chose to reject her. But it was at this moment that Valentin, a conservationist working in Botswana, stumbled upon the sweet cub and immediately brought her back to their headquarters. Malnourished and exposed to the harsh elements, they didn't know if little Surga would pull through. But Valentin, working with the Modisa Wildlife Project and a veterinarian in Lahari, was determined to save her life. At only 4 pounds, Surga was severely underweight, and the team quickly put her on an IV drip to assist with the dehydration that she was suffering from. Realizing they needed to fatten up the poor little cub quickly, Valentin created a diet that would be high in fat as well as nutrition, and that could get the cub back on track. The concoction consisted of fresh eggs, cream milk, vitamins, sunflower oil, and calcium. And to everyone's surprise, Surga loved it. As Valentin continued her care, Surga began to put on weight and reclaim her health. According to Valentin, she was likely the most spoiled and well-fed lion in all of Botswana. After a year of rehabilitation, you'll never know that Surga was once a scrawny little cub near death. Not only had she put on nearly 170 pounds, but she was weaned off her special diet and was now eating raw meat like she would in the wild. She was the queen of the Pride Lands at the age of 3. But even though Surga was now a fully grown lion, her animal instincts were beginning to kick in. She needed love and compassion that went beyond what humans could give. With no lion parent to satisfy her needs, Valentin had to step in and act as a parent to the now grown lioness. Now a teenager, Surga wouldn't have survived without Valentin's guidance and special parenting skills. She needed him, and he began to realize he needed her just like your typical teenager or child. Valentin's attention was all that Surga craved. She would sleep in his lap, as well as put her arms around his shoulders to show love. She adored any physical interaction she could get with her surrogate parent. Valentin knew that there could be no better person to help raise Surga than he could, since he'd taken care of her since she was a cub. She trusted him. However, he did have his hands full with the lioness who'd had a tendency to test her boundaries, teaching Surga to hunt and stalk her prey. As Surga continued to grow, Valentin and his team knew that it was crucial for her to learn how to hunt and stalk her prey. These types of skills actually aren't instinctive for some lions and have to be taught. Valentin and his partner Mikhail had to study lion hunting behaviors in order to teach Surga what she needed to know. Surga knew the importance of learning to hunt. The wild would not be kind to her if she had no hunting skills, and she would end up prey. Valentin and his team made sure that she didn't become too domesticated. He hoped that this would help give her a better chance as a wild lion in the future. Mikhail stressed the importance that Surga only interacted with him and Valentin. The danger would be too great if she met too many people. They trained her to stalk her prey, teaching her to be stealthy and patient, to wait for the right moment to strike. Surga was a quick learner. She was eager to please and always eager to learn. It was heartwarming to see Surga's progress as she went from a helpless, malnourished cub to a strong, confident lioness. But as she grew, so did the realization that she couldn't stay with Valentin forever. Surga had to return to the wild, and Valentin had to make sure she was ready. A production company eventually caught wind of Surga's story and decided to film a 6-part documentary called Lionheart about her training and eventual release into the wild. The film follows the journey of Surga as she learns to hunt and stalk her prey, skills that are not instinctive for some animals and have to be taught. Through the guidance of Valentin and his team, Surga is taught the necessary skills to survive in the wild. But as she grows and becomes more accustomed to human interaction, the challenge becomes ensuring that she doesn't become too domesticated and losing her ability to survive in the wild. The film takes the audience on an emotional journey as Surga's bond with Valentin grows stronger and the eventual release into the wild becomes closer. As Surga's training comes to a close, she becomes a fully grown lion, and the team at the Modisa Wildlife Project faced the difficult decision of releasing her back into the wild. Surga had grown to love and trust Valentin, who had become a surrogate parent to her, and the thought of separating them was heart-wrenching. However, the team knew that it was crucial for Surga's survival to return to her natural habitat. In the final episodes of Lionheart, we see the emotional preparation and planning that goes into Surga's release. The team works closely with wildlife experts to choose the best location for Surga's release, taking into account her hunting skills and the presence of other lion prides in the area. They also make sure to minimize human interaction in the weeks leading up to the release to ensure that Surga remains wild. On the day of Surga's release, the team is filled with mixed emotions as they say goodbye to the lioness who had become like a family to them. The cameras capture the emotional moments as Surga is released into the wild, with Valentin and the team watching from a safe distance as she disappears into the wilderness. As we reach the end of Surga's journey, it's hard not to feel a mix of emotions. On one hand, we're overjoyed at the progress she's made, from a malnourished and abandoned cub to a strong and capable lioness. On the other hand, it's bittersweet to say goodbye to the animal who has captured our hearts and the hearts of those who cared for her. But as Valentin and his team have reminded us, Surga's survival is the top priority, and releasing her back into the wild is the ultimate goal. As we watch Surga's release, we can't help but feel a sense of awe and respect for the wild. This is where Surga truly belongs, and we have faith that she will thrive in her new surroundings. It's a reminder that while we can make a difference in the lives of animals like Surga, ultimately it's up to nature to determine their fate. We hope that you've enjoyed following Surga's story as much as we have, and that it has inspired you to learn more about conservation efforts and the importance of preserving our wild animals. Surga's story is a testament to the resilience of nature and to the power of love and compassion in overcoming even the most dire of situations. We'll never forget the little lion cub who stole our hearts and became a true Lionheart. And that's the story of Surga, the abandoned lioness cub who found love and compassion with her foster parent Valentin. And we hope that you've enjoyed following her journey and learning about the important work being done by conservationists like Valentin. As we come to the end of this video, we want to remind you to like and subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming and educational content like this. And don't forget to share Surga's story with your friends and family to raise awareness about the importance of wildlife conservation. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.